Hey everyone, my name is Christia Hord, life change coach, star diamond with Dream Extreme team and founder of Horizon Legacy. I am recording a video for you today on Periscope 101, how to prepare for your first broadcast. It's just the very basic bare bones of getting you started and hopefully helping you to overcome your scopophobia so that you can jump in on the fun and leverage this awesome platform to use in developing your brand and growing your business and growing your network and building friendships in your community. So let's get started. All right. So the key things that I want to go over with you today is the very basics of how to set up your account, what important things you have to remember when setting up your account for Periscope. Number 2, overcoming your scopophobia. Number 3, building your community. Number 4, converting followers into friends. And last but not least is number 5, repurpose your content. Because at the end of the day, we know that you're all very busy building your businesses, taking care of your families. The last thing we want is to give you yet another thing to learn and another thing to spend time on. And we have to remember that we've got some very powerful tools out there to use, take advantage of, that are free, because we don't have that traditional business where we spend thousands upon thousands of dollars in advertising. So we have to take advantage of social media as it is today and build the community and grow the network and get the message, deliver the message that we want to get out there, deliver valuable content so that people will want to follow you, people will gain trust in you, and people will want to get to know you. And so I'm hoping that in sharing this with you, it's going to give you a little bit of a better insight. I personally started using Periscope in the very end of June 2015 when I attended a Marketing Impact Academy training for Chalene Johnson. And that was the first time I had ever heard of Periscope. Actually, they had just launched it through Twitter. March of 2015. And what's amazing about this platform is by September, there are already over 15 million users on Periscope, which, if you look at the numbers for the growth of Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, Periscope has by far been the fastest growing platform there is. And I think it's something that has to do with the magic of live streaming and the magic of sharing an experience live with viewers out there and being able to interact with them. If you're on the other side of the planet and you're in Italy, or you're in Bora Bora, or you're in LA, you get to share whatever it is that you're experiencing with anyone around the globe. So it's that instantaneous kind of a feeling of teleportation that you're bringing people into your world, and you're connecting them with new experiences and new viewpoints, new perspectives. And it's just something that people are diving into because they feel the magic at their fingertips when anybody with a mobile device, anybody with a good data plan or Wi-Fi can pick up this program, this application, and communicate with people around the world. So how do we use that in the context of your business and leverage it to help you grow, and utilize it not only for your effort that you put in today, but how is that going to pay you back residually over time? How can you use that not only to grow your network, but to put your information out there, educate people, create awareness, whatever you're using this platform for? How can we do that? First and foremost, you got to create the account. So whether you're operating off of an iOS device or an Android, you just go to your Google Play or your iTunes, type in the word Periscope, look for that app, and then download it. All right. When you download that Periscope app, you're going to create your free account and you're going to link it to your Twitter account. And yes, if you don't have a Twitter account, I highly recommend getting one, because that's just another channel for you to gain followers from that are going to find you on Periscope through your Twitter account. So definitely link it to your Twitter account, authorize it to use it. You're going to upload your profile picture first and foremost. Otherwise, it's going to default to an egg-shaped picture, which nobody can relate to an egg, I don't think. So first thing you want to do is upload, your profile picture that's going to best represent your brand. And then you're going to complete your bio, which is your mission statement with your website address in your Periscope profile. First thing people are going to see is your picture and your bio. What is it that you're promising your viewers? What can they expect from you? In just a few short sentences, you're going to tell them a little bit about who you are in your bio. And if you have a website, direct them by putting that link in your website. Also, if you're a part of any large community or groups that uses hashtags, I highly recommend using that hashtag on some major keywords, because that's going to make it easier for people to search for you when you use hashtags in your bio. Okay? So next up, I would highly recommend following the top influencers in Periscope. It's very intimidating when you pick up something new and you don't know where to begin. Well, start by following the people that have been around the longest and know a few things and can teach you a few things. The top influencers that I personally recommend and that I have been following since day one is Kim Garst, known for being the first lady of Periscope. She is a diva on this platform, and she knows all when it comes to social media. The second person that I love following is Alex Pettit. He is like the gadget tech king. You will find ubers of YouTube videos of him showing you step by step. If you're like me and you're a visual learner, he teaches you the simplest ways of taking advantage not only of this platform, but integrating it with your other social media platforms to use it to your advantage. All right. Third but not least is Mark Shaw. He is like the community builder expert, and he is a pro at engaging people, having fun, getting people to interact, growing a community, getting the support system in place for people like you and me that are looking for that support system. So I highly recommend that you follow those three. There are plenty of other top influencers, but those are the top three that I personally suggest. Secondly, you're going to follow top mentors in your similar industry, because you want to know who is already doing what it is that you want to learn to do and what makes them successful at doing it. It's good to not only follow them, but take a look at who they are following, which is going to give you a better insight of who to follow as well. Who are the top influencers and the top mentors following? There's a reason why they're following those people. And who are the people that are following them? Those just might very well be your most prospective customers or business partners that you want to align yourself with too. So take a look at who they're following and who's following them. I'm going to show you how in just a minute, okay? But everyone is learning from someone. So the key here is getting plugged in, getting your account set up, then following the key players and starting to learn from them. Okay. There are 4 types of people that you are going to want to follow, not only in this social media platform, but I want you to take a step back and look at this from the perspective of, I've had people ask me, okay, so you've been on Periscope how long, and how's that, worked for your business? How many people have you converted into customers? And I'll say, wait. You've got to understand there are different dimensions of the benefits of using this platform. Don't just attack it with the approach of, okay, how many people can I sell to? Because that's immediately going to turn people off when they know that you have a hidden agenda coming on this platform, and all you want to do is push your products on them and convert them from customers into, business partners or followers into customers, whatever. Don't lead with that thought process in mind. There is such a huge opportunity here to do so much with this type of platform. I want you to think about the 4 key players that you're going to be meeting as you start interacting and engaging and broadcasting yourself. Number 1 is the mentors, people that you're going to be learning from. Number 2 are collaborators, people that you can benefit from and that you can help as well. Interchange, share your networks. Number 3 is prospective partners, people that have the same vision and want to grow with you and you can see partnering with. And last but not least are the referrals, the people that are not necessarily ever going to do anything with you, but they are your biggest cheerleaders. They are your biggest followers, fans. You inspire them, you educate them. They love talking you up to everybody they know. And they love sharing your broadcasts with everybody they know. Okay? So lead with that thought process in mind that this is a means for you to connect with a greater number of people. What you do with that is up to you. There's so much you can do. All right. So moving along, I'm going to give you a few screenshots of what the program looks like from your mobile device after you have downloaded it and you've created your account. There are 3 icons, and this is fairly similar both in iOS devices as well as Android devices. So there might be a few differences, but I am working off of a Samsung Note 5, Galaxy Note 5 device, just so you're aware of what you're looking at. At the very top of the home page, you have several icons that you can, pick and choose from. The very first one is kind of like what's on TV now. When you turn on the TV and you're flipping through the channels and you're trying to decide what to watch, that's basically what you're looking at right here with this TV screen. It will typically list any live broadcasts happening right at that time at the very top. And as you scroll down, you will begin to see all of the most recent broadcasts that have just ended, but you can go back and watch the replay. Each broadcast stays on stays on for replay for up to 24 hours until it expires. There are ways that you can save the broadcast, which I'll talk about later. But just so that you know, each live broadcast stays on for 24 hours that you can scroll through, and you can pick and choose which broadcast you want to watch. Okay? When you scroll through that, you're going to see different ways that people title their broadcasts as well. And you're going to start to kind of pick up on how, people are titling their broadcasts in a way that it's more eye-catching. So that's important to know. The second icon is a picture of the globe. And this is just a global snapshot that you can kind of get an idea of who is broadcasting currently at this very moment live from what area of the world. Whether it's the US, whether it's, you can see down here in this picture, Brazil. And you can kind of gauge on how many people in that area are broadcasting at that moment. You can zoom in, you can click on it and kind of hone in on that very particular location, that spot where they're broadcasting, and start watching their live show. The next one is more of a bullet point list. It's just an easier way of getting a snapshot at the moment of who's talking and what they're talking about. And it's live right now. You can see the little icon that says live on each broadcast. The next one is a group of 3 people, and that basically takes you to this page, which gives you the top trending people that Periscope suggests or recommends that you follow. All right, from that screen, you could also start typing. If you click on that magnifying glass on the bottom right-hand corner, you can click and search for particular people that you want to follow. You can search by name. You can search by their Periscope handle. You can search by location. You can search by topic, whether it's fitness or it's food or it's dance or it's photography. You can type in keywords that are going to direct you to people that Periscope would suggest that you follow. And then all you do to follow somebody is click on their name, and there's a button that says follow, and you follow them. All right. The next screenshot, if you click on the upper right-hand corner where it looks like it's a picture of a profile, that would be your personal settings for your profile. And that is this next screenshot. Obviously, I've uploaded my picture. I've altered my name and added fun icons in there. And I also, if you click on that little edit pencil on the upper right hand corner, you can change this is where you can update your bio. So I kind of give you a snapshot of who I am. I'm a life change coach, CEO, mom, daily broadcaster, passion presenter on life through Christ in your personal and business journey. I hashtag tag tribes because I'm part of that community, and anybody that's looking for a fellow tag triber can find me easily. And then I put my blog site. You can also see how many people I'm following, how many people are following me, how many people I've blocked. Yes, I've blocked quite a few people, and you'll find that too. Yes, it's a vulnerable platform. You're leaving yourself open. It can be intimidating because you never know who's going to jump on your Periscope, and there's always going to be somebody out there that's going to try to distract you, take your focus off of what you're on there for. They're basically called trolls, and trolls are people that wreak havoc on other people's broadcasts. So all you can do is block them or report them. And then it shows on there that I have broadcasted since I began my account 348 times. I have broadcasted, but if you actually click on that broadcast link right there, it's only going to show you the most recent broadcast that I did within the past 24 hours, which is the next screenshot over to the right. Just got done running in the country. Let's chat. 7 quick startup tips to get back on track. Hashtag tag tribes, hashtag Periscope. You can see all my previous scopes below that are grayed out because they've already expired. Okay. Next. All right, I'm flying through this. All right, so what I did on that previous one is I clicked on my most recent broadcast. If you click on it, it's going to show you the screen, and it shows that there's 27 replay viewers on this particular broadcast. If I were to scroll down, it would show you how many live viewers I had on there. Each and every one of those people listed, if you click on their name, it will take you to their profile where you can read a little bit about them and decide whether or not you want to follow them. It'll also show you if they've broadcasted anything that you might take interest in, and you can watch their broadcast from there. You could also block them from there, from their profile as well when you click on their name. Also, you can see here where there's the play button. You could share the broadcast. And basically that's it on that. Now, the next screenshot, I clicked on Sandra, and that's what it looks like. Sandra has 153 followers. It tells me a little bit about her, how many people she's following, and she does not have any recent broadcasts. If she did, that 0 would have a number above it, 1 or 2 recent broadcasts, and I can watch them, or I can just click follow right there. The 3 buttons, or the 3 dots in the upper left-hand corner of her profile, allows me to place a setting on her profile if I want to get notified when she is on live, or if I want to block her, I can do that from there as well. Okay. I want to refer to this later on, but take a look at the next screenshot. If I were to start a broadcast, this is what it's going to look like. Let me backtrack for a second here to one of the previous screens. Right here. See this little bottom right-hand corner? It looks like a camera. Actually, it looks like an Instagram camera. When you click on that, that's going to, you're basically telling it that you want to start a broadcast. So it takes you to this third screenshot here where you can set it to public or you can set it to private. You type in your catchy title with your hashtags, and then the three icons below it is an arrow, which if you click on that, it's going to make your location known. Be aware, when I broadcast from my home, I never turn that on. I only turn on the location icon if I am away from home. Okay, very important to know that. The next icon is for private viewing. That's where you can select who you want in your private broadcast. You can use that for practicing. You can use that for team calls. If you just want a private viewing for, a few people. And I always, always, always have the Twitter icon selected. That's the little bird on the right-hand side. What that means is when that's selected, the moment I go live, Twitter is going to tweet on my behalf and say, hey guys, Christy is live right now, and she is broadcasting on whatever the title of my broadcast is. Once you've decided how you're going to start your broadcast, all you need to do is click Start Broadcast. Woohoo! And you are on live. All right, so questions that I'm asked quite frequently is, what should I Periscope about? You guys, again, have fun with this. It's a free platform. You get to choose how you use it. The whole mission behind Periscope being invented is for people to basically kind of teleport, per se, virtually, and you get to share your experiences with people. So places that you travel, share it. Events that you attend, networking opportunities. There are people that will start a broadcast merely for the purpose of inviting other networkers, other network marketers or business entrepreneurs, and invite them to this place where you can network with one another, share your business. Who are you looking for? What do you provide? What are you offering? People do that, broadcasts on that. Number 4 is tutorials. The very first time I broadcasted, I had no idea what to talk about. So as I'm sitting there flat ironing my hair, I thought, there are YouTube videos on how to flat iron your hair. Why not do it live? So I did how to flat iron your hair live. And that was my very first broadcast. I had no idea what I was going to talk about, so I just kind of winged it. It was very impulsive, but I had fun with it. Number 5, product launches. What are you offering? What do you want people to know about? Look at Apple. That's a huge one where people are always waiting for the next announcement of what the product launch is going to be. What are you going to be offering? You can hype it up through your broadcast. Number 6, behind the scenes look. Just recently we had a team coach camp, Dream Extreme Coach Camp, and our team leader, Christine Dwyer, was made a guest appearance, and she surprised our team leader, Christina Sullins, right before she came up on stage. We were watching a video of Christine Dwyer speaking, saying, hey, I'm sorry, I wish I could be there, yada, 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 and then lo and behold, here comes Christine Dwyer walking out to stage, holding her phone because she's periscoping live as she is just dropping the bomb on Christina Sullins, this huge surprise, and everybody's screaming. There's a roar of excitement, and energy was just up, the roof. Well, here Christine Dwyer was periscoping behind the scenes and saying, hey guys, I am just minutes away from getting up on stage and surprising one of my coaches. I mean, and it's exciting behind the scenes look. I'll see a lot of weather forecast, or what do you call them? Weather people. On the weather channels, and they'll put their phone on their desk and show you behind the scenes as they're doing their news live, their weather live, or whatever. It's pretty cool to see the behind the scenes look. Number 7, exclusive promotions, discounts, giveaways, contests. When I did my 200th Periscope broadcast, I promoted it ahead of time, and I said, hey guys, I am giving away some free nutritional products, as well as personal development books for on my 200th Periscope broadcast. So be sure that you download the app and follow me when on such and such date and time I am going to be giving this away on my show. Okay, I see people do that all the time. Number 8, Q&As. Questions and answers. What do people want to know about health and fitness, about cooking, about beauty and makeup, whatever it is that you're passionate about talking on, there are people out there that want to know. You could do interviews with someone either in your industry or cross promote with someone. And honestly, you could both be periscoping on 2 separate ends of the world on your devices, and you could be interviewing via Skype or Zoom the way I am right now and Periscope it. Pretty cool. You could do what they call pass the scope. You could schedule a lineup of speakers, each one at the top of the hour or the bottom of the hour, that are going to speak for 15-20 minutes. And it could be a series of topics that is going to interest a certain group of people or audience. And you're going to pass the scope. I'm going to scope for 10 minutes, then I'm going to pass it over, and the next person jumping on is so-and-so, and she's going to be presenting you with this. So it could be the health and fitness, and then I'm going to pass the scope to the beauty expert, and she's going to pass the scope to the hair expert, and you're going to get a full range of Periscope broadcasts from experts that you know and trust and love. All right, so remember, at the end of the day, what you want to do is provide valuable content, engage with people, because people are going to be commenting live as you're talking. It's just, it brings a whole new flavor to live streaming, because you're interacting with people live and you're asking them questions and they're asking you questions, and they're tapping that screen to give you hearts, and hearts is kind of like tapping like on your Facebook posts, but they can tap as much as they want, and that ranks you higher of the most loved list. You know, the more hearts you have, the more love people have shown and sent to you, which is so much fun. It's cool. All right, so next up, structure of a great broadcast. All right, so we're ready. I'm ready. Not quite sure what I'm going to talk about, but let's pick a topic. All right. 5 top ways, or yesterday I did one. 7 quick startup tips to getting back on track with your health and fitness. 7 quick startup tips. A lot of people tell me they wish they were fit, but the hardest thing for them is just getting started. So what are my top 7 tips that I would give someone? Let's broadcast that. All right. So think of my title. I showed you that earlier. I just ran. I'm going to give my 7 quick tips. And now I'm getting ready to hit start broadcast. So here we go. I hit start. There's a little bit of a delay when you start before people start jumping on. However, if you have the auto save feature on, it starts recording you from the moment you hit start. So unless you start talking, you're going to have a little, maybe like a 60-second, 30 to 60-second dead silence if you don't say anything, because you're waiting for somebody to jump on. There's no reason to wait. Start talking to your replay viewers right then and there, because remember, people can watch your replay up to 24 hours after you've broadcasted. So first thing I say is, hey guys, my name is Christia Horde, Life Change Coach. I want to welcome my replay viewers. If you're just jumping on, please know that you can tap that screen for hearts. Send over some love. Let me know that you're out there, even if you're watching this on replay. All right, number 2. I said that. I'm welcoming all the viewers. Number 3, call to action. All right, if you guys are brand new to my scope, if you've never seen me before, swipe upward to the side, tap on my name, be sure to hit follow, okay? Tap that screen for hearts. You could swipe up and tap on share broadcast and share this with all of your Periscope people or Facebook people, or you could share it on Twitter. Do me a favor and do that right now. People don't know to do something unless you give them direction to do it. All right. Obviously, if you have more fun in doing that, they're going to want to respond. All right. Number 4, here's what you can expect from today's broadcast. I'm going to go over the 7 quick startup tips on getting back on track with your health and fitness. I get a lot of people asking me all the time how to get started. But before I get started, I want to welcome my live viewers. Now, by now, we're probably into this, 2-3 minutes, and there are live viewers that are starting to jump on because what's happening? As soon as I hit start broadcast, Twitter tweeted on my behalf. Because I put hashtags in my title, there are people in Twitter land that probably caught wind of that tweet or that I have a live Periscope. They're going to follow that link within that tweet, and it's going to take them to this live broadcast right now. So it takes a few minutes for live viewers to start jumping on from around the world. It's kind of fun when they start doing that. So you're going to be following people throughout the broadcast. As more people jump on, people are going to be jumping off. Not everybody can stay on long. They might decide that the content is not relatable to them or important to them or beneficial to them. So you're going to see people jumping on and off. What you got to remember is, again, replay viewers can watch this broadcast up to 24 hours afterwards. Don't be discouraged if you only have 1 or 2 people jump on. All right? Be experimental with that. All right. Interact, ask questions. Hey, so how many brand new viewers are on my scope today? Type below in the comment section. Let me know what your name is and where you're from so I can give you a shout out and give you a warm welcome. It's really important to me. It means so much to me that you're taking time out of your busy schedule and your data plan to jump on and watch me live. I love getting to know you, getting to meet new people. Tell me where you are in the world. What's the weather like over there? What time is it over there? You're asking them questions and getting them to interact, and you want people to comment below and tap that screen for hearts. Remember that. All right, so we're going to jump right into it. And we start to provide the content. Here are my top 7 quick startup tips. As I start speaking, remember that people are going to be commenting below. So be expected to get interrupted. Try as much as you can to stop and respond, but don't let it sidetrack you, because there are people on there that just want the facts and they want to get off and they don't have time for dilly-dallying, okay? So if you are doing that, be sure to stay on track with, I always have notes in front of me because I will easily sway off track. As I'm providing the content, I'm answering questions, I'm asking questions. Then late viewers jump on and I'll say, hey, I'm on number 6 right now. If you're just jumping on, be sure to go back and watch the replay as soon as this broadcast is done. But let me give you a quick recap of what I've covered. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. I'm going to fly right through it so you know what you've missed out on, but it's kind of giving you a little bit of an incentive to go back and watch the replay and catch all the other details that I covered that you missed, okay? Number 11, give teasers for the next time, what to expect next time you're going to broadcast. People want to know, when can I catch you on live again? People want to know. They'll ask, what is your scheduled broadcast? You guys, I don't have a particular schedule that I stick to. I'm very impulsive. So I'll tell people, you never know when I'm going to jump on. So make sure you swipe upward to the side and tap on my name and hit follow so that you get a push notification when I do jump on live. All right. And then last but not least is a call to action. Obviously, I've given call to actions several times throughout the scope because I've got people jumping on, jumping off, new people jumping on, and I'm reminding them, make sure you're tapping that screen. Who's got the purple hearts? Who's got the orange hearts? Who's got the green hearts? The color of the hearts coincide with your profile color. So when you jump onto someone's broadcast, you're immediately assigned a color. So when you tap on that screen, you can identify which hearts are yours. Yay! Pretty fun stuff. There's more advanced things that I could teach you guys, but again, I just want to get your feet wet and teach you a little bit about, Periscope so that you're not so intimidated. All right, so last but not least, 12 call to action. Hey guys, make sure that you click on my site in my bio and join my newsletter so that you don't miss out on any of the freebies that I have coming up and the announcements that I have coming your way. Find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm at instagram.com/Christia Horde. And don't just go to my sites, you guys. Make sure you drop me a line, send me a message, let me know that you saw me on Periscope and what the topic was about. I'd love to get to know you and see you again in my future scopes. That's pretty much it. That wraps up a broadcast right there. Do they always go that way? No, because there are times that I am doing a completely random scope. I'm at the park playing with my kids. I'm boating. I'm at an event. And I'm just giving them the behind the scenes look. So I don't always have some structure where I'm teaching people, something or doing a tutorial. But it's basically the same idea. I introduce myself. I welcome them. I ask them questions. I let them know where we're at. I give them a call to action. I remind them to follow or share my broadcasts with others because when they do that, they're inviting other people on. There's times that I've had 1,000 live viewers on during a broadcast. I was in Texas for a convention for Platinum Edge conference, and I ordered a chicken Caesar salad at midnight, and my headline was $27 for a salad, eating outside my hotel room so I don't wake up my roommates. I had over 1,000 viewers on there. It didn't have any rhyme or reason to it. I just wanted to hang out and talk to people. And sometimes those are the coolest ones, the random ones you get the greatest amount of viewers on because they're like, hey, she just wants to hang out. Let's talk. And that's where you get to really know people and say, hey, are you on Facebook? Why don't you hit me up on Facebook, send me a message. And then from that point, you can start a back and forth conversation with them in private and start building your community of friends. All right, moving along. Automatically saving your broadcast. In the settings, if I backtrack, remember back to clicking on your profile so you can edit your profile. Da-da-da. Where are you? Right here. Okay. Right here. I clicked on my profile. If you look down, there is the icon for settings. It is within settings that you can select autosave the broadcast. If you select autosave the broadcast, it's automatically going to save your broadcast to your camera roll. Your camera will roll on your phone. Keep in mind, depending on how long your broadcast is, it can take up a lot of memory in your phone, a lot of storage space on your phone. So it's good to have it automatically saved to your phone, but remember to go back and move it off of your phone onto your desktop or upload it to your YouTube or blog site if you choose to, but get it off of your phone. But it's good to save it automatically because you never know if you say something or you deliver some content that you're going to want to go back and repurpose it for later. Okay, that's where you find that. You can also change notification sounds when you get notifications. If a follower or user goes live, you can turn people on and off notification wise directly from their profile. You can pick and choose who you want a notification from when they go live. All right. Next up, I'm not going to go into too much detail here, but this is an important aspect of this because, again, I want you to feel like the work that you put out there is never a waste. You're always learning something, but you're always have the ability to reuse the content that you put out there. I know that just recently Periscope changed it so that they can save your broadcasts. However, I personally have been using catch.me. That's KATCH.me. It's a completely separate freestanding website that is free, that you can link it to your Twitter. So what's going to happen is it will automatically save your broadcast on that website and store your broadcasts there. I personally never used that website to share with anybody. I used it to store my broadcast because from there you can, and it will keep your broadcast completely intact with the heart count, with the comments that are appearing. You can't from your camera roll, you cannot see the comments from that saved version on your camera roll. But from here, you can catch comments that you may have missed otherwise while you were busy talking. But it will save your broadcast. You can engage with people after you're done with the broadcast. Let me just give you a quick tip. If you're watching your replay on catch.me and you see a comment go up on the screen, somebody asks you a question, but you couldn't reply to it right away. If you click on that comment directly from your screen, it will take you to their Twitter account, which you can then direct message them and say, hey, thank you for jumping on my scope. I'm sorry I didn't catch your question at the time. Here's the answer. Oh my gosh, that's mind-blowing. Now that only works if the viewer has a Twitter account that they've linked the Periscope to. But 90% of the time, I've been able to stay in contact with my viewers out there through this tool. Fabulous. All right. You can download your saved broadcasts from catch.me onto your desktop, edit the video however you want, and then upload it to your YouTube or to your blog site for later use. And again, like I said, you can use it to track your viewers, their comments, and follow up with them. This is such a cool thing. I've also, when I did giveaways, what I had people do is I would say, here's how you can win this free prize. I want you to jump on my broadcast live at 2 p.m. on Monday afternoon, and I want you to comment, give me the reason why you feel you should win this particular prize. I want to know your why. I want to know that I'm giving it to someone who's going to make good use out of it and best use out of it. And I'm going to, from those comments, because I can go back and look at the comments through my catch, I will select the winner and announce the winner on the next show. How cool is that? All right, I don't mean to get too advanced and way over your head. I just want you to know that there is so much that you can do with this to help you not only get over your own camera phobia, but get you over that hump, cross that line where you're no longer hiding behind text, but people will see you eye to eye. Well, not really eye to eye because you don't see them, but they see you and they can feel you and they can get a real sense of who you are. It's such a faster way of gaining a following of people that you can then build relationships with that are, better, more of substance. All right, not just a bunch of names out there, and you can interact with these people. All right, here's another thing that I want to provide as a tip. Always promote your Periscope broadcasts ahead of time. Certainly, you're not going to do this in the very beginning if you've never broadcasted before and you're still trying to get your feet wet and get over your scopophobia. That's fine. But people will ask me, how do I get a large number of viewers on my Periscope broadcast? Let people know, hey guys, in 10 minutes, I'm going to be on talking about the top 5 things champions have to win. I'm going to be on in 10 minutes talking about going from drab to fab in minutes for moms. I'm going to be on in 5 minutes, 10 minutes talking about 3 most important things you need to finish the year stronger than you started. All right, 3 weight loss myths you need to know. 3 top things you need to get your mojo back. All right. These are struggles that I personally have gone through myself. And again, that's the essence of what we do. We are all on a journey. And when we invite others to jump on that journey with us, we can teach someone who's going through a struggle that we just overcame. The idea of promoting ahead of time lets people know that you're going to be on, and it does raise your chances of getting viewers on your live broadcast. So promoting your scopes ahead of time, I do it on Facebook. A lot of the times I'll do it on LinkedIn. A lot of the times Twitter, definitely Twitter, using hashtags, letting people know. And I'm finding that my recurring followers that support my broadcast will retweet my promotion, will share it with others, with their network, and that's what you want. Again, remember, you're either meeting mentors, collaborators, partners, or referrals. The referrals are the best because they're going to continually promote on your behalf. But you've got to put it out there and let people know when you're going to jump on. All right, if you expect them to jump on. And ultimately, we're pointing them to do what? To join our list. All of these things that I just went over, these little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 broadcasts that I did, I put out content that I can reuse because now I have the recorded video. I have the advertisement for it. I can use that as a freemium. And let me tell you guys, I may have gone dormant in or plateau in other areas of my business. And as we all do, we work in seasons. And I kind of felt stuck in a rut for the longest time because I felt like I was putting so much effort to getting stuff out there. But then in Facebook, once it's gone from the newsfeed, it's gone from the newsfeed. And it was lost forever. And I knew that I was putting good stuff out there that I wanted to retrieve and reuse in a blog site that, again, I had been working on over the holiday season. Over January, I really honed down on revamping a brand new blog site and relaunching it now with a landing page, now with a sign-up, pop-up sign-up. But I wanted to put stuff out there that's going to give people a reason to want to come to there, and they want to get that information, all right, or they want to get that tutorial, or they want to experience whatever it was that I put out there. When we went to Nashville, Tennessee for our yearly coach summit last July, you know what I was doing? I was in the middle of all right, I don't have the book offhand. This is a different book. But I had a John C. Maxwell book called 14 Invaluable Laws of Growth that I had begun. Every night I did what was called, I called my nightly scope Pillow Pep Talk. And it was for the purpose of motivating you at the end of the day. And every night I would personally read a chapter from the book, and then I would recap it and insert my own personal story and share what that chapter covered. People loved it. I was basically giving my review on a book and going chapter by chapter every night at midnight. I was doing Pillow Pep Talk. Well, when we traveled to Nashville, Tennessee, people didn't want me to stop. So from the hotel, I went down to the lobby and I did my nightly Periscope over the next chapter of that book that I was covering. I also had done a broadcast called, I had I was broadcasting 3 to 5 times a day when I first started. If you're wondering how many times you broadcast a day, I've slowed down immensely because I have so much content built up now that I'm trying to convert everything over to repurpose. However, in the beginning, I was doing Beauty Break. That was the name of my regularly scheduled program every day, a beauty break. I was doing my reviews on makeup tutorials and things like that. Mastermind Minute. Mastermind Minute gave top tips on business and personal development, talking about the techie things, kind of like what I'm talking about right now. I did Pillow Pep Talk. Pillow Pep Talk at night, which was the nightly motivational Periscope that I would do. And then I would do my random scopes. just throughout sporadic stuff throughout the day that I wanted to invite viewers on and share the experience with them. So, those are the things that, again, at the end of the day, now I've got all this content built up, which Shalene would always tell us, repurpose, repurpose, repurpose. You don't want to feel like the effort and the hard work that you put out there is gone and lost forever. We all have gained knowledge to some degree at this point in time, and now it's just a matter of learning how to deliver that message and package it in a way that is easily digestible. And people are right now into live stream broadcasting. Why do people love reality TV? They want to know what's going on behind the scenes. They want to know what you're thinking, what you're doing, and nothing is more powerful than eye to eye or video. So at the end of the day, practice, practice, practice. Be experimental. Try different broadcasts throughout the day to find out, what time of the day do you get this certain type of audience or that certain type of audience, or, based on whatever you're presenting. Be yourself. Be helpful. Be fun and engaging. Grow relationships from this amazing platform. And da-da-da, is Snapchat next. I got to tell you, over the last couple months, I have just taken a big chunk out of Snapchat. I have always been that person that is always in the need. I need to know what's going on right now. What's the next biggest thing? Where are the top people at? Where are the biggest companies promoting? What's the next, now that the social engagement is heightened to the next level with Snapchat because it's more personal, interacting one-on-one with people. But there are huge companies, Fortune 500 companies, that are now using Snapchat, believe it or not, of all platforms. It's not just for teenagers, but there are businesses that are using it. And that's what I'm dabbling with right now. But I am finally at a place where I'm interlacing, where I'm putting my message out there, interlacing it all and bringing them all back to my blog site, because ultimately that's where I am storing all this content and building my brand from. All right, from that point forward. I hope that you guys learned some valuable lessons in this and took some great notes. If you have any questions, please, please, please contact me, Facebook, Instagram, definitely Periscope, and check out my blog site, fitlifeleaders.com. I've just launched it, so I'm starting to convert everything over there. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining, and I hope to talk to you guys soon. Take care. How do I get this off now? There we go.